This is the beginning of the end.
I'm in the mood to stick my fist up your ass and pull out billions. You get it?
Billy Bob, it's your good friend in Las Vegas, Jeff. Not that Jeff, the other good friend, Jeff.
I know about the other Jeff too. Plenty. Years and years. How you doing, buddy?
It's so good to see you again. Thank you for joining me today. Season 4 of Goliath. I'm about halfway through the series, just spectacular. And, we left Billy McBride for dead last season. So, I mean, talk about a cliffhanger. So thanks for making me wait 2 years.
You're welcome. We had that pandemic thing that kind of interrupted part of the filming. But you always leave them wanting more, right?
Oh, you did. Absolutely. And I love the dream sequence that you had, your tribute to High Noon. You used the song Laredo instead of Don't Forsake Me, Oh My Darling. What happened?
Oh, maybe it was a licensing thing. I don't know.
Well, you directed the season premiere, so I thought, I saw your fingerprints all over it. So
I haven't told anybody else this, but I'll tell you that since we're buds. The whistling when I'm walking through the streets of the town, that's really where it came from, was walking through the streets. I always loved Streets of Laredo, and I suggested to them that we have someone whistle it. And I happened to be in the room where they do the recording. And they said, why don't you whistle it? And I said, all righty, I will. So that's me whistling.
That's our Andy Griffith Show connection too.
Exactly.
I watched my favorite episodes, Get in the Mood for You today, and you were whistling in that. And I thought, wouldn't that be great if he was actually whistling in this episode? So
yes.
That's some great trivia. I love the neo-noir feeling to this series this season. San Francisco has a very Sam Spade feel, Chinatown.
Yeah, that was kind of the intention. The seed of the idea started with San Francisco. Larry Trilling and I talked about how much we wanted to shoot the final season in San Francisco. And we started by talking about the movie Vertigo. And we actually shot at the building in the pilot of it is the building where Kim Novak lived in Vertigo.
That is her house. I noticed that, but I thought I was imagining it.
Oh, no, we did that on purpose. And I also wore one of Jimmy Stewart's ties in the show, which Lindy, our wardrobe, our costume designer, I asked her if we could do that, and she managed to find one. So, but I think it wasn't from Vertigo, it was from another movie, but it's very similar to the one, but it's Jimmy Stewart's tie.
That's amazing.
That was nice and ghostly to wear.
Yeah. You think it's a good idea to have Bruce Dern in this season? He killed John Wayne. That's unforgivable.
Bruce has told me a million times that for years he suffered with people, getting hate mail and everything else for being the guy who killed John Wayne. Yeah, it was hard to live that down.
And Bruce, Robert, I was just saying, I forgive him. I love Bruce Dern, but it's always hanging there when I see him. And Robert Patrick, the T-1000 from Terminator, plays your father. What a great experience that must have been.
Yeah, Robert and I go way back too. Robert's a wonderful actor and such a great guy. So it was really amazing to be able to work with him again. I directed him before, but to be able to stand, toe to toe with him, and I made a little movie that nobody saw that he played my brother in, which we had an amazing time on. But it was. I thought it was a great idea that the writers had about having the father, be in these sort of near-death dreams and all that kind of thing. And we could have gone two ways with it. We could have had the father as he would have been now, as an older man, or we could go with it as the father was back when I was a kid. And we chose that way, which I think it was more powerful as it ends up.
He looked like he was from NASA too, so very, very retro.
Oh yeah, either that or a really mean 8th grade science teacher.
Well, Billy Bob, they're wrapping me up. Congratulations on season 4, and thank you so much for joining me today. And come visit us in Vegas soon. We need your music.
Oh well, we'll be back. We're coming out in late April. We'll be there.
I'll be there. Thanks so much, buddy. Take care.